All right, welcome back to Reflections, everyone, where we talk about all things Church of Christ with the Elijah Message. It is wonderful to be back with you, spending this time together. So, there's an interesting idea that we get from the Bible, particularly in the New Testament. See it in the book of Acts and Romans and Ephesians, that God is no respecter of persons. As Jesus said, God sends rain on the just and the unjust, in the Gospel of Matthew. And God doesn't favor people. We are all children of God equally. But it begs the question, an interesting question to think about. What separates someone who believes in God from someone who does not? I want to say a part of it is this idea that the things we don't see are more real than the things we do. Let's go to the Gospel of Mark, chapter 10. Let's pick up in verse 46. And they came to Jericho. And as he went out of Jericho with his disciples and a great number of people, blind Bartimaeus, the son of Timaeus, sat by the highway side begging. And when he heard that it was Jesus of Nazareth, he began to cry out and say, Jesus, thou son of David, Jesus, the Messiah, have mercy on me. And Jesus stood still and commanded him to be called. And they called the blind man, saying unto him, Be of good comfort. Rise, he calleth thee. And he, casting away his garment, rose and came to Jesus. And Jesus answered and said unto him, What wilt thou that I should do unto thee? And the blind man said unto him, Lord, that I might receive my sight. And Jesus said unto him, Go thy way. Thy faith hath made thee whole, complete, hath saved you. And immediately he received his sight and followed Jesus in the way. And that's what Jesus does. He opens up our eyes to things that we don't see. People say, I only believe in what I see. But I believe in all kinds of things that I don't see. And I'm not necessarily talking about like air or dark matter, dark energy. I'm talking more like philosophical realities. Like justice. You can't put justice under a microscope. What science experiment through the scientific method would you put justice through to collect the data? It's very difficult to do that. So what other things? Mercy, fairness, beauty, love. It's interesting that the things that we can see, we are told in the scriptures, pass away. But God is eternal. And God is the author of justice, mercy, love, beauty, fairness, compassion, hope. These things are eternal. There's a wonderful section in the Book of Commandments, right in the first section. So I'm going to get to the Book of Commandments here. Section 1, starting in verse 6 here. And again, verily I say unto you, O inhabitants of the earth, for I, the Lord, am willing to make these things known unto all flesh, the things of the kingdom. For I am no respecter to persons, and will that all men shall know that the day speedily cometh. The hour is not yet, but is nigh at hand, when peace shall be taken from the earth, and the devil shall have power over his own dominion. And also the Lord shall have power over his saints, and shall reign in their midst, and shall come down in judgment upon the world. Search these commandments, for they are true and faithful, and the prophecies and promises which are in them shall all be fulfilled. What I, the Lord, have spoken, I have spoken, and I excuse not myself. And though the heavens and the earth pass away, my word shall not pass away, but shall all be fulfilled. Whether by mine own voice or by the voice of my servants, it is the same. For behold, and lo, the Lord is God, and the Spirit beareth record, and the record is true, and the truth abideth forever and ever. Amen. It's something just interesting to think about, to really kind of ponder this idea of what other things might separate somebody who believes in God from somebody who doesn't, even though God is no respecter of persons. We're all on an equal level. My brothers and sisters, it's been wonderful spending this time with you, thinking about just interesting things. Until next time, I invite you into the Elijah Message House.